Hello and welcome back to Heirloom box making. Last time we looked at photos and imagery that you might want to put in your heirloom box. Today we're going to look at assorted keepsakes and ephemera. It could be anything like an old house key or a pet collar. It could be an old Christmas decoration or even some old stamps from a family member. I'm going to hand you over to one of my friends and they're going to tell you all about their assorted ephemera.
When I heard about this project to make an heirloom box, my keepsake item was the first thing to go in it. I'm not sure if I should have a favourite item, but this one is it. I'll show you. Here it is, it's my coat that I used to wear. Look at the size of the coat. It is either shrunk or I've grown out of it. What do you think? If you chose the latter, then you're correct. When I was about 4 years old, I was allowed to choose my own coat. Amazing when you can get to choose something for yourself. There were lots to choose from, all sorts of colours, but I chose this one and I still remember why. It's to do with the collar. It's a furry imitation leopard skin collar and I thought it was very flash. I loved this coat when I wore it when I was 4 and I still love this coat now because of all the memories I have of it. This coat still hangs up in my wardrobe because it has a place as a keepsake today.
Kia ora. I have a memory of my parents having a really big one of these. I think it's called a Desert Rose. And at the shop, the crystal shop, I found a small one. So I bought myself a small one kind of as a memory of the big one that my parents used to have. And I'm not actually sure where it is now, but I enjoyed looking at the shapes and following the lines. And so for me, that is a precious item that I would like to, I don't know, hold on to the memory. So a smaller version of something that feels like a keepsake for you can also work really well in your box. Another precious item for me is a little carrier bag for a doll that I used to carry around with me wherever I went, kind of thing. Her name was Inge, so that was embroidered on the little carrier pouch. It is still in use. This is my little niece back in the Netherlands where she is still carrying around her doll in it, which I really enjoy. So I don't really want to take that off her and put it in my box. So I decided to kind of recreate it with fabric because it still helps me remember the precious toy that I used to play with a lot of the time. So I'll give you a little presentation about how that works. So it's kind of a big piece of fabric with two things you kind of put your arms through, and then I'll put Mr. Teddy Bear in there, and then I can kind of walk around with that and kind of have two hands free to kind of do all the other things that I would like to do. So that will help me remember those beautiful times that I spend with my doll Inge.
Hi, me again. So for my assorted keepsakes, I'm going to put a couple of recipes in my heirloom box. So this recipe here is for a plum pudding, which is the sort of thing you'd have around Christmas. My grandfather really liked that. And this one here is a fruitcake recipe. And the upside of this recipe is that on the other side of the page, there's a photo of my grandmother Beryl. Thank you for joining us today in looking at the assorted keepsakes that would go in your heirloom box. Next time, join us as we look at creating the story that will bring everything together for our heirloom boxes.